Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do with your What's Cracking for Saturday the 26th. I have to say happy Australia Day to all of you who live in Australia. It's a great time for us to celebrate being Australian. I also want to pay my respects to the Aboriginal people because it was the day we came to Australia and they see it as much sadder day than what we do. So respects to both sides. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I hope that all new people are enjoying the messages that are coming through. Okay, I am using the After Tarot for this reading. I will be back later hopefully to do the weekly readings, and then I hope to get your February readings up before the long weekend's finished. So plenty to do over the weekend, guys. So I hope you all enjoy yours. Okay, let's get cracking. Alrighty, we have the Hermit coming out here. Golly, I feel like I'm going to be a bit like this myself this weekend. I've planned nothing other than just to finish readings and to have a really good rest. Been very tired lately, and it appears that although I'm taking supplements for my vitamin D is still very low. So it's going to have to be some more extreme stuff, but at least we found a cause for it. So the Hermit talks about going inside to find your inner light. Sometimes I get really drawn to the snake in this card, sometimes the dog. The snake can signify either that you've got a snake in your midst and you've taken time out to deal with that, but a lot of the time it talks about transformation, because the snake sheds its skin and sort of moves into a completely different skin after a period of time. So I always think of it as transformation, and the dog as the masculine energy. So maybe this is a time to transform and develop that masculine energy. We all talk about the feminine energy and being able to understand, you know, things like your intuition and your gentleness and your nurturing and motherly aspects. But sometimes we have to look at the male aspects of ourselves, such as our need to make money, support our families, and those sort of things. So it could be possibly a time for understanding different parts of yourself. Okay, Three of Wands here. So we're looking out towards the future, waiting for our ships to come in. This is about like either traveling a long distance, or, you know, just waiting patiently for something to happen. Okay, Nine of Swords here. I haven't seen this card for a few days, which has been good. Nine of Swords talks of sleepless nights, of worrying. It's about facing your demons in your sleep. So sometimes we escape them through the daytime, but when we go to bed at night, all of a sudden they play around in our heads and won't leave us alone. So this is sort of that sort of energy here. Ten of Pentacles coming up here, very nice. Ten of Pentacles talks about having abundance, having lots of money. When I look at this though, I think, well, some people are waiting for money to come from somewhere. It's troubling them to understand where this money's coming from here. For others of you, this may be about expecting, you know, having issues around money and having enough to do what you want to do. Beautiful. Eight of Wands. I love this card. Something coming in very, very quickly here. Something you've been waiting for. This is messages traveling in very, very quickly. Messages of passion, can be the arrows of love. Okay, Knight of Wands coming in right behind that. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Someone moving very, very quickly towards you. Someone who could only be there for a moment and gone again. Very in and out, flippant energy. Oh, and then we have the Tower. So the Tower talks of breaking down old structures and rebuilding again. There are people dead at the bottom of this tower, and I always think it's not about people dying, it's about letting things die off, leaving things behind, things that no longer serve you, moving into a new time, embracing this energy here. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Cups. Interesting reading coming out here. So the Knight of Cups represents the water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I always think this guy's drinking from his own cup. So this is often somebody coming in that, you know, has learned the value of self-love, learned the value of love. Full stop is what they're saying. So this person's coming forward because they understand how to love. But they've got an offer for you here. Okay, Queen of Cups coming in here too. It's definitely dealing with a watery energy here. Someone who's watery but fiery. Queen of Cups is a person who is very comfortable with their emotions, can display emotions, knows how to work with those. She's very nurturing and very spiritual. So she has good intuition as well. She could be a psychic. Some of you may be seeing a psychic this weekend over her broken heart, trying to deal with broken heart. Something's happening for some of you which is going to create a little bit of friction. Something here to do with your past. Okay. Now what we have here, this is why you're going into the hermit mode here. Intuition. It's about intuition. You may have been checking up on someone here as well. Keeping an eye on someone around you. Okay, there's a few messages coming through here, so I'm going to try and get to all of them. For some of you here, there's some sort of disruption to your family home. This is a broken heart. Maybe some of you have got some news or something coming in about somebody else, and I feel like with this Knight of Wands here, it could be about someone perhaps playing the field or not being completely honest with you. It feels to me here like you're sort of worrying about, you know, what will you do? How will you manage with the money? Something's going very quickly here though, and it's got something to do with the family home, because I see somebody walking away here or looking to the future. For some of you, this is not a nice experience. It's a breakdown of some sort of family structure here. That's for some of you. For others of you here, there's someone coming in here to make you an offer. Now, I think it's quite interesting that the Knights are back to back here and both moving away from the Tower. So it may be that you're declining this offer due to this broken heart. So it could have been this person's brought you heartbreak in the past, and now you're moving away from that. You're not even entertaining this idea, but somehow or another it's breaking down old structures for you that have been built from childhood. Now if I read the cards as they lay, this is about you looking towards the future. I think that in your past you've had some perhaps issues around money, and you may be looking to move forward, because it could be that you're having to either leave a job or start work because the money isn't sufficient to keep you going. And I feel like it's paying quite a toll on you and your family, not having the financial resources that you need to have. There also is, for others of you here, some sort of offer coming in. Again, something that has a connection either to childhood or your past. Where somebody's offering you love, but I feel like in the past they may have hurt you badly and you're just not sure whether to move forward. This Tower here can also be about you. You know, it can change you. Something like this, seeing someone you didn't realize who was in love with you, or seeing someone, you know, come to you to give you an offer that you didn't expect. The thing is, when I look at this too, I see, you know, somebody who may have been a player in the past now recognizing, you know, self-love and coming back, knowing how they, you know, made you feel, and they've realized that you're the person they want to come back to. They obviously see you as this Queen of Cups, you know, a very kind and loving person, and they're trying to make their way back to you. The energies do flip-flop, so it could be some of you experiencing one and some of you experiencing the other. But this energy of the Tower tells me that you are rebuilding after this event. No matter what this event is, there's rebuilding for you to do. For some of you, this is about, you know, a family thing, And for others of you, it's about something to do with your childhood. And as I said, it can be past lover too. So it could be you had a player in the past who's now coming back to offer you something more stable because they've been through this tower moment and realise who you are. But definitely had a broken heart in the past, but now they're realising you're the person, you're their match here. And that's coming through very quickly. So lots of messages here this morning. Enjoy your day.